You're probably wondering why I made a Berserker build now. Well, I had it rotting for like 2 weeks, so I decided to do something with it. This weapon gives you more damage when you have max energy. It's just free damage. This artifact will give you more damage and defense if you don't take damage during the true stun duration. This class gives you a lot of damage when you're low HP. This passive makes you do a lot of damage when you're at low HP. It's from the Berserker passive. This passive's from Estella. It gives you more damage when you're low HP. Those two passives stack together, by the way, so it's really good. Covenant of Life level 10 gives you that skill. It's very good for Berserker because it's full strength. Blessing of Survival will let you stay at low HP for like another turn, so you can keep spamming high damage skills. And then I hate that parkour to get that to that damn NPC. But if you just go down the left path to get the one skill that increases your strength to do more damage, it'll go from like 6 power to 7 power, which is pretty good. And then go get the entire right path, so you can get more damage when you're at low HP. See a theme there, and then get the passive where your buff move gives you more damage. And then for Soul Tree, you want the defense as per usual. It's the middle path, then the full left side. And then for damage, just get crit and damage too, the usual. Get physical too if you have more soul points to use. So yeah, you want more crit rate because the crit when you crit, you do like 8% more damage with the Soul Tree. It's pretty good damage multiplier from just random chance. A good note is that Carnage is good AoE. If you know of Metrom's Amulet, it can basically clear in turn 2. Carnage is going to be uber buffed in the next update, so you guys should have fun with that. I didn't use Carnage in the bosses much, just to show that you don't really need it for the bosses. I've just been relying on Head Splitter because it has 16 power, which is a really high power move. Also, the Great Swords, they innately buff your strike, so your strike does a lot of damage. That's why I got the Mastery for Big Sword, because the strikes end up being very reliable source of damage when you have like no energy, trying to build energy. Because I have 7 voltaic shards, so that when I attack, I gain energy, so it's just a really good combo. Berserker is kind of cheap in terms of its energy use, because the skill, when you have the Mastery for it, the self-buff skill, like the Enrage skill, it gives you an energy buff, so you just have a lot of energy a lot of the time, which is why you could run Lost Scroll of Metrom's Grasp, because you just have a lot of spare energy. And then the goal for these boss fights is to get dropped below half HP quickly, so you can get your maximum damage output and then set up for more damage. As you can see, I got low health relatively quickly, and then that's when you use Rage Empowerment, and you'll do massive damage. You'll see. Unlike Lancer, you set up naturally. You only have like one buff move, so you don't have to like use a lot. You don't have to like predict everything out and then use all the skills. None of that bullshit for Thorian. I mean, for Yartle at least. But Thorian is a little bit of another story. Like, you'll still do big damage, but I wanted to do a full setup just to see what would happen. And also, it's because like Berserker. The thing with Berserker is that if you're not half HP, or like if you're not the HP to get the damage buff skills, the passives, then you don't do all too much damage. It's like very mid-tier. But once you drop below half HP and you get the Estella passive, even if you go above half HP, you'll still keep the damage boost, at least for a little while, which is really good. Unlike I think, what's his name, Impaler? Yeah, it needs to stay at low HP in order to keep the damage, but Berserker can just heal back up. But I think it's more of an Estella thing. Let me know if the Berserker passive stays after it heals up to max, after like it dropped to low HP. This footage is mostly sped up because I already showed you guys the setup in the last video. Unfortunately, I know that many people cannot get 3 or 4 supports in one team, which is why this is more a realistic comp with like, because we have like 2 chip damage dealers and 2 supports, so we won't instantly kill it, or it won't instantly stack up every boost in the game. But even though you don't have a bunch of supports, it's still possible to like stack up using stuff like Lesser Empowerment, Arcane Ritual, Metrom's Grasp, blah 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 blah. As long as you have like Volt Shards, you should be able to get the energy to not get those buffs to expire instantly. Also in this run, I started at low HP because I didn't really take damage in this boss fight because the Paladin kept giving too much damn defense buffs. But that's about it. Also, Saint of Time, it gives the damage boost on that is about 10% of each, and that's like, and then yeah, that's it. Enjoy.